Hello, everybody. I just want to give you a quick guide to grading the handwritten homework in MyOpenMath. I think it's a good idea to every once in a while just rehash this concept. So as you see on the screen here, this is my MyOpenMath, and yes, it's much busier than yours because I've used MyOpenMath for quite some time, and I have a lot of questions that I go back and forth with other coders about. So anyhow, I'm going to go to my 400 class. And you'll see my assignments here. If you don't have a calendar on yours, you can actually turn it on if you want to. I like to have my calendar on. I'll make another video about that. If you requested, I could do that. But I'm just going to go ahead and maybe grade a 1.4 assignment here. That was due this last Tuesday. So I'll click on grades right there. Now, when you click on grades, you get to this page right here. This is actually a question by question analysis of it. And that's actually how I like to do this. And I guess 1.4 is not what I want to grade. So let me go to a different assignment. I think it's actually, I'm grading 1.5 right now. So let me go ahead and grade that. Yeah. Okay. So when you look at an assignment, if you scroll down, you'll see like grade. But you'll see stuff that I haven't graded at the bottom. Actually, you'll see stuff highlighted at the bottom. Anything that's highlighted is a hand-in part or an uploaded piece of, or uploaded assignment or question that you have to grade by hand or manually. So I haven't graded the very last one there. So I'll click on grade, and you'll note that, let me uncheck all these first so that we start with what you'll see on your end. So when it first loads up, it's going to load up like this. I'm zoomed in quite a bit, so you can't see my students' names or questions down below. And just to protect them, I'm going to hide their names. So I can check this little box right down here to hide their names. So when I do that, you can see you can't see their names here. Normally, you would be able to do that, but that just protects them while I do this. Okay, so the settings I highly recommend when you grade by hand is to check the hide unanswered questions. This, for the most part, excuse me, is going to hide all the questions that are unanswered by students. So if you have 5 students that didn't answer this question, you don't need to grade it for them. It'll just hide them from this page. It automatically gives them a 0. So now that I've hid unanswered questions, you can see that as I scroll down, there are file submissions on all of the ones that are remaining here. Now, if you go through and have to open each of those, that's an annoyance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to preview all files. So I'll check that. And what that does is it preloads all their files so that you can see them. I'll show you this. Okay. Also, the rest of the settings that I'm going to show you here are preferences for me. I click on side by side, and the reason why I do that is because I can see the question they've been asked, and I can see their response, both side by side. Normally, it's zoomed appropriately, but because the zoom in level that I'm using on this video, I have to actually do that. But normally, it's zoomed appropriately. In fact, let me pause the video and maybe zoom in appropriately here. Okay, so now you can see that I have zoomed in appropriately. So when I look at most of them, they're zoomed appropriately, right? The other thing that I do is I check this show all work just in case they typed in their answers, and I click show all answers. And you can automatically see it actually shows the full written solution if I have coded a full written solution. So some of these are just, you'll be able to see whether they're right or wrong just by looking. But because the randomized numbers, you might want to have this side by side with their problem. And the final thing that I do here is I click full credit manually graded parts, and it'll pop up and say, are you sure you want to do that? I say yes. So it starts them at 100%. And that way, because most students on these problems are, let's say, when I say most, I'll say, let's say 60% of them will have 100% on these no matter what, just because they probably use ChatGPT or something like that, or they went to a tutor. But it allows me to then just only have to subtract points as I need to. Yeah. Anyway, you don't need to see me go through all my grading scheme, but you get the idea. It does make it a little bit faster. I know that it seems like a lot, but at least I don't have to touch their dirty papers, and I can go through it quickly and grade this. So there you go. There's a little bit of a grading hint, grading handed in homework using MyOpenMath. I hope that helps you guys. Have a great day.